Welcome back everyone, my name is Eltimar and we're going to be continuing our Let's Play of our good campaign of Wrath of the Righteous. Where we left off last time, we were about to perform a ritual and hopefully, fingers crossed, gain some more angelic power. Let's see what happens when we actually do this ritual. We won't be able to return to Polaris Fall, but I think we've done all the side quests here anyways. Let's talk to Eliandra. I finished talking to the temple's inhabitants. Can we conduct the ritual now? Well then, let's go to the temple and may the power of Polura help us find that which we have lost. Right, we're trying to find, Yaniel? Something like that. Such a wonderful light. May it be a beacon to guide us. We're trying to find an angel of some sort. Whoa, that's a lot of magic-y spells all at once. I mean, that was pretty cool, I gotta say. Eliandra massages her temples as she emerges from the trance. It worked, but everything was so strange. I saw a place and the road that leads to it. It's to the south of here, within the boundaries of the world wound. But I didn't see Targana, right, Targana? Something separates us from her. She's not on a different plane, and yet she's not fully on this plane either. However, there's one thing I can say for certainty. The creator of the sword is not yet dead. Her heart still beats. Praise heaven. Thank you, righteous Eliandra, and you, champion. Is it possible that I could be reunited with my dear sister and companion? The day is joyful indeed. I'm afraid this day is not as joyful as you may think, Angel. My scouts just returned. There's an unknown detachment moving in this direction. They look like cultists, and they're coming straight towards us, like they know we're here. I'm not sure what's going on, but we have to stop them. Could someone have discovered the secret of Polura's fall? My heart is filled with worry for the temple and its brave inhabitants. Champion, we must go and help Kater. Eliandra grows pale. Yes, please go with them. You are the Knight Commander of the Crusade, and Kater is our faithful ranger and protector. Surely, you together can hold off the cultists. But the Herald of Iyamade, the Lightbringer, should remain here. We cannot risk him being seen outside the temple. I'll go gather the soldiers and then follow the Commander and Kater. Alright, let's hurry. Apparently we are under siege. I'm gonna save. It's probably outside we have to go, I'm guessing. Alright. We'll probably do some buffs before we head out the door, because actually we're doing pretty good for buffs actually at the moment. We do have a negative level. Actually, we have several negative levels. Let's do hers, though. We don't have any more death wards, so there's nothing we can do about that particular situation.
I like you.
Out we go. Haste, and then we'll fight whatever this is. It seems the undead may solve our problem for us. Sarenrae, have mercy on us. We may have failed you, but we ask you to save us. Are these really cultists? Damn it, I don't want to watch the undead kill innocent people.
I will defend my dream.
They are apparently not cultists, and they are suspicious travelers, but they did pray to Sarenrae, so that is not really cultist behavior. We need haste. And haste is on. We should be golden now. I don't really have any concerns about our army being able to win this fight. Except for the suspicious travelers are getting murdered. I hope they stay alive after all this. They did... Oh. AI wasn't on. That was stupid of me. Oh well. Let's see if the suspicious travelers technically survived. They did. Exhausted by their battle with the undead, the alleged cultists sit in wary silence. Only one of them dares to speak up. He seems to be the de facto leader of the group. Mercy, we ask for mercy. His shoulders droop slightly, though he tries to appear confident, and in that moment, you suddenly realize you've seen him before. He was in the vision you had when you were in the caves near Canaveras. This tall half-elf was among those who betrayed Lariel, and offered prayers to the monster that killed him. These past years have aged him, and he is no longer young. Yet despite his gray hair and worn features, his manner and bearing have not changed. He looked at the fallen angel in your vision with the same mixture of boldness and uncertainty that you see before you now. Who are you? State your names. Kater does not lower his weapon, and his gaze is stern and unyielding. I recognize him. The one who begs for mercy was among the traitors who lured the angel Lariel into a trap. The leader of the cultists turns pale at the sound of Lariel's name. His lips tremble, but he seems to have lost the ability to speak. What? Traitors and demon worshippers here? We shouldn't have helped them. We must finish what the undead started. Kater, stop. We can't kill those who humbly beg for mercy, or we will be no better than the demons. When I look into their souls, I see grief, fear, repentance, not evil. We must take them to the temple and heal them and ask questions. Damn it, Priestess, are you out of your mind? You just revealed our secret to total strangers. Eliandra speaks softly so that only you and Kater can hear. Elira, forgive me, and you, Kater, as well. You are a great warrior, the best we have, but I cannot take your side in this, and if I went along with you, I'd be ashamed to see my own reflection in the holy waters of Pelura. The priestess raises her voice. I am the High Priestess of Pelura's Fall. Guards, I order you to take these people to the temple, and on the subject of secrets, Commander, you should talk to the prisoner yourself. I believe you too will see the truth of his heart, and the absence of evil in his soul. Well, I guess we'll find that out. We did, however, kill a bunch of things again. Got some more masterwork greatswords and nothing else of value. Not even magical items. Did we lose some of our... No, everyone's still alive. Why is our formation so weird? Oops, clicked off the screen. There we go. Wait, are we missing someone? Sela. Where is she in this formation? Oh, there she is. She was... Oh, right. We had her mounted at one point, but now, I think that's just kind of broken at the moment. We could put her back on the wolf. This formation is so dumb. Just go like that. Alright. Good enough. Back inside. Let's go talk to the people. I wonder why we have so many funerary daggers. Like, what are they for? How many could we possibly need? We have 1 million funerary daggers. I'm going to look up what they're for later on, I think. Because I really don't want to carry around like 8 million funerary daggers. Now, if I were this prisoner dude, where would I be? Maybe up by the hand of the inheritor? Possibly? Nope, definitely not here. Maybe in here? Astral Divas? No. Some Azadas and stuff. Let's go to here. Maybe they're in the bunkhouse. It's possible. There's some guards. Oh, here we go. The cult leader. The cultist looks up at you, his face worn and haggard. The Temple of Pelura, how strange. I didn't think it had survived. Tell me who you are and what part you played in the death of the angel Lariel. The cultist looks down at the floor. My name is... Actually, it doesn't matter. I don't want to reveal the name of my clan and bring shame upon it, and my own name means nothing. I am a Sarkorian by birth, but they came to Mendiv with refugees when I was a child. I grew up in an orphanage at Iomede's temple, and when I was old enough, I joined the Crusaders there. I was a good scout, inquisitive, daring, not afraid to go into the most dangerous places. At least that's what my commanding officers thought. In truth, though, I've always been drawn to the forbidden and dangerous. When an angel came to my commanding officer and asked for a few people to accompany him on a dangerous mission, they chose me. The angel wanted to find the outcasts, the first crusaders who had either succumbed to demonic corruption or who were accidentally infected. These outcasts gave birth to mutated children. According to the rumors, they sought refuge in the caves beneath Canabris, away from the judging eyes and pyres. I was sent there to look for any traces of their presence, and those caves are deadly, an immense labyrinth of passages running deeper and deeper, all the way down to the dark lands. And after hearing of the angel's plan to descend into that place, someone decided to make it his grave. I probably have no right to ask forgiveness for what I have done, but I was very young and never liked being a crusader. Rising early in the morning, training and marching in formation, I had been forced to do that my whole life, and in the orphanage where I grew up, all the children were made to march like little soldiers as soon as they could walk. But he promised something different, something new. He said we shouldn't be afraid of demons. Sure, narrow-minded prigs claimed that demons were murderers and destroyers, but that wasn't true. Demons were actually strong and free, and they were ready to share their power and freedom with any who would join them. And I believed him. I often thought about how Arilu Vorlesh, an ordinary Sarkorian just like me, ascended to incredible heights after she chose to serve Discari. And if it worked for her, I thought, why not me? So I agreed to betray the angel. I lied to him. I told him I'd found the outcast he was looking for and lured him into the trap. Who is this he you keep talking about? The cultist shudders slightly and whispers, he is the echo of Discari. He's an avatar of the great demon lord, his archpriest. He once led the fight against the god Eredin, but was defeated. He has never forgotten or forgiven those responsible for his humiliation. And now he knows you are here. He was the one who guided us to this place. He brought us to the wasteland and told us to move forward in search of the unknown. I know that the Herald of Lightbringer is here with you somewhere. Warn him. Warn him that the Echo knows he is here. That is all I can do for you. The cultist hangs his head. Oh no, we have a big fight coming up, probably. And we are not well rested. I'm going to pause for 2 seconds. I'll be right back. Alrighty, let's talk to the Hand of the Inheritor. You hear the distant sounds of conversation. Eliandra and Kater appear to be having an intense discussion. Their voices are not raised, but you can feel the tension between them like a gathering storm that could break at any moment. I've already apologized for using my powers as the High Priestess to pressure you like I did, but I had to intervene. You would have brought harm to those poor, miserable people. I can read the souls of others, but when I looked to them, I saw no evil, only fear and grief. Enough, Priestess. I don't mind you giving me a tongue lashing. You can scold me as much as you want, and I won't be offended. But do not expect me to forget about my duty. I am responsible for the safety of this temple, and the safety is threatened by those cultists. We need to interrogate them, and if necessary, torture them until they reveal the truth of how they came to be here. Was it by chance, or by choice? Even if it's the former, letting them go is out of the question. They may not have any evil intentions, but they still cannot be trusted. If they prove their innocence, they will remain here as prisoners. My righteous friends, your words are an endless circle. You have gone round and round, but are no closer to making a decision. Enough arguing. Eliandra is right. The cultists wish to atone for their crimes, and we must support them on their path to redemption. We must not torture them. Fine, I'll go make sure our cultist friends get a feast and soft feather beds. Kater turns sharply and walks away. Discord among allies. Such a thing weighs on me heavily. Someone's running in. Someone help. It's the cultist, the one who didn't want to give his name. He started shaking, whispering something, and then this haze surrounded him. All the guards around him lost consciousness, and he got up and started walking towards the temple entrance like he was leaving. We don't know what to do. We need to go there at once. Make haste. Pelura, protect us. Let's get there quickly. Off we go. Oh, everyone's asleep. Okay. At least they're not dead, I suppose. Everyone's sleeping. Do we go? I guess we have to go outside. Do we pre-haste is a better question. We have very little in terms of spells on. Do we have Bless? Nope. Let's get Bless.
We'll make things right.
You don't have Bless.
No reason to pause.
Who is our cleric? You are.
Make you feel better.
Alright, let's see what's outside and hope for the best. Conducted a summoning ritual. What have you done, you fool? Whom did you summon? Forgive me. Forgive me, I'm so sorry. Spare my companions. They didn't do anything. They believed we were looking for shelter in Dresden. I deceived them too, and now I will die. I'll become a worm in the abyss. I deserve nothing more. You recognize the monster that towers over the cultist's blood-soaked body. You've seen this beast before. It appeared in a vision you had about the death of Lariel when you were in the caves beneath Canaveras. The monster looks like Discari, a hideous cross between human and locust. It sways on thin legs as it turns its head from side to side. However, it does not seem frightened or aggressive. On the contrary, it seems strangely calm, as if completely unaffected by its current surroundings. The sound of its voice...
In anticipation of your questions, I will provide you with some answers. Yes, you have fallen into my trap. Even you fell for it, Hand of the Upstart. It has been many years since I caught your angel in the caves beneath Canaveras and allowed him to leave his flaming sword in the stone. He promised that sooner or later, someone would remove it, and I decided to believe him. I kept a watch on the sword.
The sound of its voice changes, just like it did in your vision. The voice is low, then high, old, then young.
I have watched and waited all these years. Waited for the promise to come true. For the sword's new owner to bring me to you. To take me to the secret temple. You protected it well. In fact, the temple is still hidden from my sight, but I do not need to see the temple in order to destroy it. I simply need to know where it is.
Eliandra turns pale, and there's a feverish light in her eyes. The echo of Discari, I presume.
Knight Commander. That is how one ought to address you, yes. I've been watching you for a long time, and I already know how, when, and where I'm going to kill you. Mortal children like to tear the wings off of flies and butterflies, and I, in turn, like to have my fun with the inheritors' pets.
The monster looks at you and narrows its eyes.
Silence, Echo! You fiend! Do you think I do not see your secret desire? Eredin overthrew you. He brought his hand down upon you and crushed you like a gnat. Since that day, you have nursed your resentment and jealousy, letting them fester within you. You are too much of a coward for honest combat. You prefer to ambush your prey, striking from the shadows. I will put an end to this. I will put an end to you. And you will take the secret of Pelura's fall with you to your grave.
The herald's voice shakes with righteous anger.
There is so much you do not see, Herald.
Suddenly, the echo stops short. Its head twitches from side to side, then falls forward onto its chest. His hands hang down his hands hang down limply like a doll. Time seems to slow as he stands there unmoving. The air grows thick and heavy. Then the echo raises its head, turning it from side to side as if assessing its surroundings. As you look into its blank eyes, you realize it's no longer the echo who stares back out at you, but someone entirely different.
Let's see. The stench of the upper planes and the abyss. Colorful flashes. Magic that deflects the gaze and obscures the vision. It must be Pelura, the mistress of bright lights, who has tried to hide her temple in my domain. How could you let such a thing happen, Iomade, the imposter? Don't you feel sorry for your angelic allies? You should have just ordered them to serve their priest up on a platter to me. The end result would be the same.
The herald's knuckles are white as he grips the hilt of his sword. However, the angel remains silent. Is that Discari himself speaking? Could he attack us?
I do not know the limits of his power, but if he decides to attack, I will protect you, even if it costs me my life. I will do my best to carry you to a safe place.
So my echo has found the temple of Pelura. I wouldn't call it an achievement, but it's not bad for a magnet molded from the souls and bodies of mortals. What else? Gold, light, a sweet smell. It all seems suspiciously like heaven. Well then, Iomade the imposter, whom have you sent? Could it be your herald? And your new pet from Canabras? Or have I already killed that one? I lose track of such things. There are so many of them fussing about with their halos and wings, babbling their long, arduous prayers to some self-proclaimed goddess. Will you ever get tired of sending your favorites to the slaughter? Nothing to say, imposter? One day I will knock on the doors of heaven and you will have to answer. So remain silent for now, and observe. Today there will be no bloodshed. I will send the echo back to the abyss right now.
You feel the strange oppressive presence suddenly disappear. The echo remains still, frozen as if in a trance.
You will not take our secret to the abyss, you monster!
Your main flaw is predictability, pawns of heaven. I already know your next move, your methods, your plans of defense. I know how to catch you off guard, and it's as simple as catching a bird in a cage. I will return to the Abyss as my lord has ordered, but I am not retreating in defeat. I am carrying off my prey. The screams of your stupid priestess will haunt your every waking moment, and thoughts of her will taunt you in the silence of the night. She will be my entertainment until you are within my grasp.
Oh dear. Damn the demons and all their cunning guile. The Echo escaped with a prisoner and I could do nothing to stop it. I was only able to protect you. The Echo of Discari does not want to face me in a fair fight, so he attacks my friends and allies. The Echo of Discari has taken Eliandra. She was the heart of Pelura's fall, and now that heart has been ripped out. Now that the demons know the temple exists, the temple's inhabitants must be brought to Dresden. Kyrieru laughs grimly. I'll speak to everyone, and if necessary, organize a retreat to safety. However, I can tell you that none of them will wish to flee. If I ask them how to save themselves, the answer will still be no. We've given too much to this mission. We cannot abandon it now. We must finish it. We must finish it for Pelura, for the memory of Sarkoris, and for the entire world. We'll stay in this temple for as long as it takes to finish our work, even if we have to fend off the demons. Besides, even if the demons know the exact location of the temple, Pelura's patronage still shields our sanctuary from their eyes. We will stand our ground, I have faith. What can we do to save the Echo's victim? He went to the Abyss, to the Rasping Rifts, the dominions of his lord. Even if our hearts wished it, we cannot simply rush after him. Incursions into the Abyss are 100 times more dangerous than anything you faced before, champion. So dangerous, I would not risk sending you there unless it was absolutely necessary. The angel sighs heavily. I will return you to Dresden, and then I will send message to heaven. If I turn to the sources of wisdom, perhaps I will find something that will help. We must not lose hope, no matter how dire things may seem. And I would ask you, mighty champion, to look for Targana the Angel. She's a light that must shine among the ranks of the Crusaders once more. One day we will finally give the Echo of Discari what he deserves. Then we'll save everyone he has ever threatened. But now, it's time for us to return to Dresden, champion, and prepare for war. And we successfully did that, I guess. Depending what happens when we arrive here, it might be the end of our video, or we might have one more quick conversation to do. Let's see. We just gotta wait for that last 8% of Dresden, which never seems to want to load. Alright, so I think we're gonna end the video here. In the next video, we're gonna head off to maybe search for Targana, depending on where she is, or some other adventure. We're not gonna go to Blackwater with this group yet, strictly because I found out with my other group that it is incredibly hard, and after a certain point, I think we need another level, maybe even 2 levels before we can take it on. It's really rough. For now, though, I'll leave you guys here. Like always, if you have any suggestions or comments, please leave them below. Others will see you next time. Take care.